Seattle Mayor Katie Wilson hits her 100-day milestone this Saturday, but the celebration comes in the middle of a heated debate over public safety and privacy. At the center of the controversy, the mayor's decision to hit pause on CCTV and automatic license plate readers while both programs undergo a full audit.
Fox 13's Alejandra Guzman joining us now. Good morning, Alejandra.
Good morning, John and Mireya. I did sit down with the mayor to ask if this audit is a necessary safeguard or if this delay is putting the community at risk.
Public safety remains one of the biggest concerns for Seattle residents. Mayor Katie Wilson is facing tough questions about how she plans to keep the city safe, from police staffing to surveillance cameras.
We need these cameras all over the city.
I want the program expanded, not contracted.
But Wilson is walking a careful line, pausing expansion at the Central District near Garfield High School and around nightlife areas on Capitol Hill. At least 20 cameras will be going up around the Stadium District ahead of the World Cup, but they'll be dark.
We can't lean so heavily on cameras as our public safety strategy. I haven't seen any evidence that cameras really deter or prevent crimes.
The audit, which Public Safety Committee Council Chairman Bob Kettle says needs to be completed in time for the World Cup.
It's not best practice to have the system and just have it turned off and, say, hey, if we get a credible threat, we're just going to turn it on quickly. And it should be noted, too, that we're in a heightened threat environment, especially because of the Iran war.
We really want to do that evaluation before we make decisions to expand.
But is the audit and these intentional conversations Mayor Wilson wants happening at the expense of solving crimes?
I just don't want to be reactive, right?
As gun violence shakes neighborhoods like Rainier Beach, Wilson says her relationship with Seattle Police Chief Sean Barnes is strong.
Looking ahead, would you say that Chief Sean Barnes is your guy? Do you have the confidence that he can carry out your vision for the next 4 years?
Absolutely. I mean, again, I think that I have a lot of confidence in his leadership. And I think specifically on this gun violence piece, right, he has experience coming from his previous positions.
She acknowledged there's challenges, especially when it comes to teen gun violence and cases like the death of Amar Murphy Payne, whose murder remains unsolved.
And, speaking as a mother, the idea of losing a child to anything, let alone to gun violence, is just so heart-wrenching, right? We as a community, and in that including the city government, need to figure out what we can do better to support families, when this kind of tragedy happens. And then also, of course, we need to do a lot more to prevent gun violence and from happening in the first place.
Now, Wilson says it's also crucial to send the right responder to crisis calls, which she says don't always require an armed officer. She supports the care team, saying that the previous administration's contract with Seattle Police Department restricted the care team and is working with both to make sure that the team is used to its fullest capacity, and she does support expanding this further.
She says she supports the police chief, but does he support more surveillance with these cameras and these kind of operations?
Now, whenever she made the announcement that she was pausing and halting CCTV and the automatic license plate readers, he wasn't there, but there was someone there with the police department, and they said this question was asked: how does Chief Sean Barnes feel? And essentially the representative said he supports whatever she's doing right now. That's the only thing we've heard.
Okay, we'll see what happens. Alejandra,
Thank you so
thanks
much, Alejandra.
I appreciate it.